out to dinner with a big group of people or go to a party, I have to come home and think about everything that's happened and kind of process it. I only want to be there for short bursts of time where everyone wants to stay all night. I'd like to be there for a couple hours.
So what I'm hearing is that you have this problem is affecting you more personally than professionally. Why do you think that is?
I think it has to do with professionally I have to communicate with people. That's, part of my job, and that's the biggest part of my job. So if it's something that I have to do, I can talk myself into it and, this is what you have to do, so do it. Personally, I'm the only one that pushes myself. So if there's no one there that says, oh, you have to go or you have to do this, then I probably won't make myself do it. I think that that's something that I need to work on is, trying harder to make myself, step out and be a little more social.
Have you met anyone else that has this particular issue?
I have a couple friends that are introverted, but I tend to surround myself with extroverts because it's a coping mechanism, I think. But I know that they're pretty much the same way that I am, that they have to talk themselves into things and have to make sure that, they have time to process everything that happens.
So have your friends really dealt with your issue in the past? Like, did they help you cope with this issue?
I think that they don't help me cope, they enable me. They all know that I don't like to be left alone when we're in a social environment or being the only one there, so there's always someone there, and there's always someone there to start the conversation with a new person. So I think that they haven't helped me cope, they've almost enabled me.
How has peer pressure affected this issue?
A lot. It has affected a lot because there are times that I don't want to go out or don't want to go to the dance or the party or the basketball game, but you have to go because your friend's going to go, and because I'm always thinking about what other people think about me, I make myself go most of the time because of that. So I think that because I think a lot about what other people think about me, peer pressure has affected my introvertness and shy a lot.
Okay. Is there anyone else in your family that has this issue?
No, my family are all extroverts. They are all really outgoing and love to go to parties and events by themselves, and they could talk on and on and on for hours at a time, and they would be okay.
It seems that you're more comfortable around people that you know as far as with this issue. As far as people that you're not around, you're not usually with. You think that's true? Like you feel more comfortable around people that know about this?
I do, because I think that they understand that it takes me a while to get comfortable, and if I know someone, I'm not as worried about what they're thinking about me. But if it's someone new, I'm always worried about, is she not interested in the conversation? Does she not like me because she's not talking to me? Why are her topics so boring? That kind of thing. She sounds rehearsed. So, but if I'm with someone that I know, it's easier to talk about shared experiences, where if it's someone that I don't know, it's harder for me to come up with small talk.
Okay. Well, summary, you're here with me today because you wanted to work on your introvertedness and your shyness as far as speaking with people professionally and personally. You've been, having this problem, this issue your whole life, and most of your family and your friends are extroverted, and I feel like you kind of want to, be extroverted a little bit. Well, not be extroverted, but not be more shy in public and want to speak more and be more outgoing. You have good coping mechanisms to deal with this. I feel like your friends are helping me too with this issue that you have. We're coming to the end. of the meeting. How do you think it has felt for you to talk about this today?
I think that it has really helped a lot just to talk to someone about it and to get it off my chest. I'm really hoping that we can talk some more and work through this.
Well, I think one idea. I think before we, meet next week, I think you should try and go out and strike up a conversation with somebody that you don't know. I think that'd be a good homework assignment for you. Just to see how it goes, see if you get nervous or not, and don't try and be, rehearsed,
Okay.
like you said you do. But I mean, from what I hear, I mean, you're pretty fine. I mean, you'll be okay. It's really not a big issue. It's just something that happens to everybody. So, like I said, next time, we'll meet and you'll discuss to me how, the conversation went with the stranger. So, I mean, overall, I think you did a pretty good job today. Do you have any other questions?
Does it have to be a certain kind of stranger, or just anyone on the street, or?
I'd say just anybody. Just go to a grocery store or something and just talk to somebody, ask for help, and then just try and strike up a small talk conversation.
Okay.
After this first session, how do you think I've helped you?
I think that it is good for me to talk about it. Like I said, I'm always internalizing everything, and I'm always in my head thinking about what to say next. And when we're talking, I don't have to think about what to say next or how I should say it, because I know that there's not any judgment here, and that you're really asking me questions about me, so it's not something that I have to rehearse. I also think that you'll be able to provide me with some more techniques besides just internally thinking about it. And since you've given me homework, I think that it'll force me to get out of my comfort zone, sort of the way that work forces me to communicate with people that I don't really know very well. I think that the homework that you've given me will help me communicate when in situations that I wouldn't necessarily communicate in. So I think that between me just talking it out and getting out of my head, and you forcing me to be in different situations than I wouldn't make myself be in, I think that we will be able to work together and sort of help, not necessarily solve, but make my issue better.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, thank you for coming.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.